evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to IT Mastermind 2013. Organized by the Computer Society of Sri Lanka, as well as ESOFT as their strategic partners, this is a national-level quiz competition where over 2,000 students island-wide tried out to be a part of this educational journey. They did an online preliminary examination followed by a written examination, and we have boiled it down to only 108 students from all over Sri Lanka paradise to be here with us and take part. We have 6 contenders at a time, and in the end we will find out who is going to become the next IT Mastermind 2013. Let's say hello to our inimitable quiz master, Mr. Faisal Bongzo. First 3 contestants are, for contestant number 1, we have from Sri Dharma Loka Central College, Kelania, we have Lahiru Herath. And contestant number 2, we have from Holy Family Convent, Colombo, Nadisha Baba Pulle. Contestant number 3, from Ananda College, Colombo, we have Dushan Chanuka. Let's say hello to contestant number 4, from Sussex College, Kandy, we have Amal Edersingha. And contestant number 5, we have from Joseph Vaz College, Vennapua, we have Kevin Dalpatadu. Contestant number 6, we have from Ferguson High School, Ratnapura, we have Aisha Madhushani. Let's also meet our judges. We have the chairman of ESOFT, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa. Also, the vice president of CSSL, we have Mr. Ajit Salgadu. Program number 2, I'm going to hand it over to our brilliant quiz master, Mr. Bonzo, to get us going.
Thank you very much, Anthony. A very good evening and a warm welcome. This is the second preliminary round program where 6 contestants are representing schools from all over Sri Lanka, and they will face 4 rounds of competition where the winner and the runner-up will proceed to the secondary rounds. Now, each round will be judged and points will be allocated, and as always, the decision of the judges will be final. But before we move on to the questions from round 1, let me tell you that round 1 will be posing a multiple choice question to each of you, where you can earn 10 points for a correct answer, and meanwhile the other students can also register their answers via the terminals, and you can earn 3 points for each correct answer, and mind you, you lose 2 points for each incorrect answer. So good luck to the 6 of you as we move on to the questions from round 1. And this is your question, contestant number 1. A typical bank ATM solution is an example for A, DSS, B, TPS, C, EIS, or is it D, MIS?
C, EIS. C.
No, the answer is B, TPS. We now move on to your question, contestant number 2. The ability of a new version of operating system or hardware to run older applications is called virtual reality, backward compatibility, reverse engineering, or scalability.
Answer B.
Yes, the answer is correct, backward compatibility. Here's your question now, contestant number 3. MS Office is an example for bespoke software, open source software, free software, or generic software?
Generic software.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question now, contestant number 4. Which law is directly relevant to the ownership rights of a software game application? Is it Intellectual Property Act, Computer Crime Act, National Institute of Labour Act, or Companies Act?
Answer A.
Yes, the answer is correct, Intellectual Property Act. Here's your question now, contestant number 5. Which of the following is not a mobile operating system? Is it iOS, Symbian, Android, or Unix?
Answer D.
Answer?
D.
Yes, the answer is correct. Now we're moving on to your question, contestant number 6. Which of the following is a component of a CPU? Is it a VGA, ALU, main memory, or CMOS RAM?
A.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is B, ALU. And with that, we end all the questions for round 1. We'll be able to tell you as to who has taken the lead after the first round in a short while.
We just got the results from round 1. Let's see how our contestants did. Okay, coming in at 3rd place, we have with a total of 8 points from Holy Family Convent, Colombo, contestant number 2, Nadisha Baba Pule. Coming in at 2nd place with 10 points, we have from Sussex College, Kandy, we have Amal Edersingha. And in 1st place with 25 points, from Ananda College, Colombo, we have contestant number 3, Dushan Chanaka. And Mr. Bonzo will take us into round 2.
Thank you very much. We're all set and ready to move on to round 2. Now here we will be posing a question based on an image to each individual student. Well, here you can earn 10 points for a correct answer. The others, remember, you can use the buzzer if you know the answer. And if the particular student does not give the correct answer, the fastest one out of you can, of course, have the chance to answer. You can earn 5 points for a correct answer, but be mindful as you may lose 2 points for an incorrect answer. So on with the questions for round 2. And this is your question, contestant number 1. Identify the type of connector shown here.
RJ45 port.
Yes, the answer is correct. This is your question, contestant number 2. These were the primary components in which generation of computers?
1st generation computers?
Yes, the answer is correct. This is your question, contestant number 3. Identify this storage technology.
Magnetic disk. Magnetic storage.
No, the answer is incorrect. We have number 6 who would like to answer that question.
Jazz disk?
No, the answer is super disk. Here's your question now, contestant number 4. This logo represents a popular course in IT security. What do the letters CEH stand for? Well, none of you seem to know the answer. Let me give it to you. It's Certified Ethical Hacker. This is your question now, contestant number 5. Who is this person you see on the screen?
Mark Zuckerberg.
No. Well, once again, none of you seem to know the answer. It's Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google. And this is your question, contestant number 6. What famous storage technology company is represented by this logo? Well, contestant number 6 doesn't want to attempt that question, but number 4 is indicated.
Kingston.
Yes, the answer is correct. And with that, we end all the questions for round 2. Let's have a look whether there have been changes after 2 rounds of competition.
We just got the results from round 2. With 16 points in 3rd place, we have contestant number 1 from Sri Dharmaloka Central College, Lahiru Herat. And with 18 points in number 2, we've got contestant number 2 from Holy Family Convent, Colombo, Nadisha Baba Pule. And still in the lead with 25 points, we have contestant number 3 from Ananda College, Colombo, Dushan Chanaka. And Faisal will take us into round 3.
Thank you very much, Nanjini. As we move on to round 3, here we'll be posing a verbal question to each individual student where you can earn 10 points for a correct answer. Mind you, the others can also use their buzzers as was done in round 2. Here too, you can earn 5 points for a correct answer, but be mindful that you may lose 2 points for an incorrect answer. Good luck in this round as well for all of you. As we move on to your question, contestant number 1, what is the name of the world's first programmer?
Ada Augusta Lovelace.
Okay, we'll take that as the answer. It's Lady Ada Lovelace. Here's your question now, contestant number 2. What does BIOS stand for?
Basic Input Output System.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 3. What kind of computer memory is both static and non-volatile?
Random access memory.
No. Contestant number 5 would like to try it.
Hard disk. Secondary memory.
No, the answer is considered incorrect. The answer is ROM. Here's your question, contestant number 4. What products did Amazon.com first sell?
Computer parts.
Computer?
Parts.
Computer parts, no. Contestant number 3?
Books.
Yes, books is the correct answer. Here's your question, contestant number 5. What is the technology that replaced conventional files for storing large volumes of data?
NTFS.
No. Well, although number 5 could not answer it, we have an indication from number 3.
Database management systems.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 6. WIMP in interfaces stands for what? Well, contestant number 5 would like to answer that question.
Windows icons, menus, pointers.
Yes, the answer is correct. And with that, we come to the end of all the questions for round 3. Let's find out whether there have been any changes in placings after 3 rounds of competition.
And now the judges are ready with the results from round 3. Thank you, judges. We don't have much of a change in our top 3 contenders, but there is a change in the points. With 26 points at number 3, we have contestant number 1 from Sri Dharmaloka Central College, Kelaniya. We have Lahiru Hera. And with 28 points at number 2, we have from Holy Family Convent, Colombo, contestant number 2, Nadisha Babapule. And still in the lead, we have with 35 points from Ananda College, Colombo, contestant number 3, Dushan Chanaka. Okay, let's see how round 4 goes.
Well, Anthony, if you only notice, it goes in a wonderful order. They have got points according to the way they are standing right now. But let's see whether there's going to be any change with the final round, because the final round generally is a decisive round. This is round 4. Here we'll be using the same style as round 3, but the questions are going to be a little tougher as this is the final round. Well, you can all use your buzzers as was done earlier, and the points allocation will be the same as in round 3. So here we go then with the questions for the final round. And this is your question, contestant number 1. What is the world's most popularly used web server technology?
Google.
No?
Facebook.
Well, number 3 has indicated. Apache, right? Okay, we'll give it to him. That's correct. Here's your question, contestant number 2. What does the acronym DPI stand for? Well, once again, number 3 has...
Bits per inch.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question. It's for you. That's contestant number 3. Moodle is an example of what type of information system?
Educational systems. Online educations.
Accepted. Okay, it's accepted. E-learning system. Right. So we're moving on to your question now, contestant number 4. In networking, what does the acronym DMZ stand for?
Data management zone.
No. Well, it looks like contestant number 3 seems to be answering all the questions. Trying this one as well?
Demilitarized zone.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question now, contestant number 5. Lotus 123 is an example of what type of software?
Open source software.
No.
Spreadsheet software.
Okay, we'll take it as the answer, spreadsheet application. He's been doing all the answering, it looks like, in this particular round, contestant number 3. Right, we're moving on to your final question, and our final contestant, contestant number 6. In graphics, what does the term CLUT stand for? Well, only in this case, none of you seem to know the answer. I'll give it to you. It's color lookup table. And with that, we end all the questions from our second preliminary round program. Right now, we'll be able to tell you as to who has taken the lead and who is the runner-up, hopefully, after all the questions have been posed.
Let's ask one of our judges, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa, what do you think about today's program and how everything went?
Yeah, about today's program, actually, we saw like a lot of competition among the contestants, but we saw one contestant taking a big lead in the final round. So I think from program to program we will see a different kind of experience with tough competitions, maybe some people taking big leads and so on and so forth. Anyway, it is too early to give a big comment about it. This is only the second program of season 3. We have to wait and see.
Okay, let's see. We're all very excited and enthusiastic about it. Thank you, judges. And we have the results for the final round. Before we announce the 3 finalists, I would like to invite 2 gentlemen on stage. First, Mr. Upali Ranjit from our media partners, ITN. As well as Dr. Shanta Fernando from CSSL. And finalizing for the second program of season 3. And in third place, we have with 26 points from Sri Dharmaloka Central College, Kelaniya, contender number 1, Lahiru Herath. And in our second spot, we have with 28 points from Holy Family Convent, Colombo, contender number 2, Nadisha Babapule. Last but not least, with a total of 65 points, still who had the number one spot for the entire round, we have from Ananda College, Dushan Chanuka. Prize is sponsored by eSoft. Thank you to them. And I would like to congratulate our first and second place winners today. They will have the opportunity to go into the second round and become the next IT Mastermind for 2013. Dushan and Nadisha, great job to you both. Now make sure you tune in next week, same time, same place. Here on ITN, we'll have another round of very exciting educational adventures and journeys ahead of us. So see you all next week.